Hey everybody, you'll have to forgive me. This show actually almost didn't happen, but I'm glad that if you're seeing this, then obviously we were able to work out all the technical difficulties that we had, and we did have some extreme technical difficulties. Okay, iced tea this morning. Well, in the morning for you, it's actually in the evening right now because we are so late to doing this. This was a heck of a journey to get this show filmed and ready to go for you. So actually we're going to get into that as soon as I get to your comments, after I read your comments there. All right. Okay. This first one up is Jeffrey Richardson. Good finds, cool movies. We appreciate that. Bohemian Hunting Club, another great channel out there. I love supporting all the small fry channels like myself. Anybody out there that, we're just, we got a select few subscribers, and that's about it. Bohemian Hunting Club, another great, good group of guys out there, plugging along, small channel like myself with awesome content. All right. Sean Lee, morning yo. Looking at my movie collection, I seem to have much more of the older stuff than newer. Yeah, mine too, mine as well. Because the older stuff you can watch over and over and over again. I'd much rather take a good story than a movie where more time is spent on CGI, green screen stuff. Still need to get my hands on an old Colt 1911. Yeah, I'm a big fan of, I really like a good story. Although, at the same ticket, I still enjoy a good movie that has eye candy. I'll give you a good example. I'm a pretty big fan of the Mad Max Fury Road and Furiosa movie, just because of the scenery in it. Everything is just the way it's done. I really did enjoy it. I thought eye candy wise, pretty darn good. Acting wise, superb as well. So I do enjoy that. Actually, I saw a recent movie that I thought was really interesting. Called The Menu, which is a more like within the last couple of years, pretty recent to me, obviously, since I like everything from like 30 or 40 years ago. But The Menu was actually pretty good. It had Ralph Fiennes in it. I don't know how to exactly pronounce his name, but it's a total food movie. So be warned, but I found it very interesting. Anybody that's actually hasn't seen it that may be wanting to check it out, I'm not going to spoil it for you, but it's actually a pretty interesting movie. I thought it was pretty interesting. Joe P, my man. In this case, I'm sorry, swig of iced tea for you, Joe. Good morning. I'm always here. I still maintain that. I have not missed a video ever. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I know you're always there. I know one way or the other you're going to watch the content, and I do appreciate that. I know there's a lot of you that have been with me for a long time, and I do appreciate that. Since I retired, that I have been getting my comments in late, like this one. I'm going to work on that. Okay. All right. That's a deal. Actually, we're recording this really late in the week that we normally do. It is actually Friday the 13th is when we're actually recording this right now. So, hence, some stuff we'll be talking about. Anyway, Crazy Scotsman is out here. Yes, Die Hard and Lethal Weapon is not. It is not Christmas until Hans Gruber is falling off Nakatomi Plaza. Okay. Yeah, I mean, there's always that thing like, is Die Hard a Christmas movie or not? I always felt it was a Christmas movie too. The Beretta is an iconic firearm with so much history behind it. I would have to agree with you on the choice of the Series 70. I've learned about humidity and how it affects when I lived in Georgia. Not something we ever see a lot back home. Learned it real fast, the damage it can do to bluing, etc. Yes, absolutely. I used to have, back in the early days when I made some videos, that people would say, oh my gosh, look at how much oil he's slathering all over his firearms. That was because of the elements that the stuff was exposed to on a normal basis. All right, this one's from Slim Fire. He's responding to you. He says, morning Scotsman, hope you're feeling better and you're healing up, Slim. That is the AC kicking on. I apologize for the noise, just because of the way we're having to film this time around. So I do apologize for that. Sean Lee, yep, I always start my holiday movie watching with Die Hard. Crazy Scotsman has a reply to you, Slim. Unfortunately, Slim, the MRI didn't really help. They have no idea what is causing the pain. Back to physical therapist Monday. See if he has any ideas. Yeah, and I know that there wasn't anybody that does set therapy where you're at. That's too bad. The set therapy is what I went through for my lower back and I think it was ended up being like sciatica and stuff like that. That I ended up getting a lot better from it by multiple treatments, but I ended up getting better from it. So I hope you have that road to recovery yourself, Scotsman. I feel for you. I know exactly, that pain. It just sucks. It ruins everything. It ruins your day. You can't, I was like barely getting through the day without ibuprofen. I should have been a mascot for every kind of icy hot, Salonpas, all that stuff on the market. All right. Slim Fire says, I'm sorry to hear that they can't find out what's going on with your back. I will keep you in my prayers, Slim. Yes, and we definitely hope that you get better there. All right. This one is another one from Slim Fire. Morning, JW. Thank you for awesome radio shows. Keeping us entertained. Have you seen the Colt Viper in 357 in mag in 3 or the 4 1/4 inch barrel? I know you like your 4s in the revolvers. Thanks, Slim. I do, and I have seen it. Really cool revolver to me. That Viper looks really awesome. If I did entertain the possibilities of getting one, I would definitely probably get it in the 3 because I just thought that looked the most awesome. The 3 really did look pretty cool, so I might have to roll with that one if I ended up getting one. I'm actually, so far from what I've seen photographs wise, I love the grips. Those grips are the old school reproductions of the ones that were used to be on the D-frame detective specials and stuff. So I really like the grips on that automatically. So, and I really do think that Colt has been putting out some of the best revolvers on the market for sure. So yeah, if I did check one out, it'd have to probably be in a 3 inch. I'd have to just go with that. So anyway. All right, I'm sure you're waiting to hear what happened this week. Well, this week, my fantastic camera that was given to me by my good friend and another fellow really good channel, I Carry One, had taken a dive on me. What had happened was it started off with the memory SD card slot not taking, it would just not take the SD card. Then it took me sitting there with a little pin and actually pushing down the slot in there so that I could actually get the SD card to sit in there without getting jetted back out, and so it could hold and actually film some stuff. Well, anyhow, that finally that was working. That actually worked for the last couple of shows. But then this last time around, I went to go and put the SD card in there, and it said, check something, error, something didn't go right, something was not, something was going funky there. Couldn't figure that out, thought maybe it was the SD card. So I ended up buying another SD card, a brand new one, stuck that in there, same issue. As I read, it's probably one of the pins that read the contacts on the SD card. It's probably went wrong, and unfortunately that probably marks the end of the camera. So, as I would find out that when you look for these cameras on the internet, you can get these inexpensive ones that are like the anywhere from between, like, literally I've seen them like from $60 to $200, no name brand kind of stuff, total junk. I've got one. I had one back some years ago, and it just terrible, didn't work out. So getting some of these little handy cams is presented quite an issue. When I first started YouTube, I used a Samsung Handycam that was just phenomenal, and I had actually, when the first one broke, I bought a second one. I had to really scour to get it, and I bought a second one that was exactly like the one I had because it was just so great. And then when that one broke, I carry one that fixed me up with the Canon that I had, and then now that broke. But as I would find out that to get new camcorders, if you will, and I'm not tech savvy, so they're very expensive. They're like $1,000 to $1,500 or something like that, and so for me it's rather shocking. Like, oh my gosh, like really, that's what it costs? So scrambling, trying to figure out what to do. I hit up a pawn shop and bought this Sony camera that you're actually watching this right now on. Hopefully you're watching this. I'm literally taping this and hoping that everything works out okay and you're actually seeing this. It takes a micro SD card. So in a scramble, in a pinch, running out of time to get this show done for you and get it up there on the feed, I bought a SD card that pretty much was lingering around the shop as well, and put it all together. Tried to tape some stuff, some sample stuff. Didn't work. Couldn't get it. Couldn't figure out why I wasn't getting any kind of content on the computer to get this stuff rendered and uploaded and presented to you. So I couldn't figure that out. So my last thought was, I'm going to buy a brand new micro SD with an adapter to make it into the large SD card. Did that. Good old Amazon. Got it literally delivered today. Broke it out, plugged it all in, and did a test. I did a test video and then tried to see if I could locate it and upload it and everything like that. I located it on the computer, the test video. So then I deleted that, and here we are taping this. And hopefully everything works out. But seriously, this was the week of trying to get this program right here done. So the video, hopefully the video looks okay. I don't know. I'm hoping that the video quality is okay and everything. And then I will work on trying to get another camera and move forward with that. So that is the fiasco. All right. Since it's Friday the 13th, I figure we break out the most awesome box set I think that exists for horror movies. And if you're like me, you love the Friday the 13th and all that 80s horror goos and ooze. I remember getting so excited when I was just a kid. I was a teenager, and this at the time, the Joe Bob Briggs show, The Monster Vision, was on TNT. Some people remember that. And this is, total VHS type days. I remember always going to the horror section of all my local video stores and seeing all the Friday the 13th covers and just being so drawn to it. So this is brought to you by Scream Factory. They did this box set, which is absolutely cool. I've actually done videos and showcasing this. I've had it for a while. When I heard they were coming out with this, I knew I had to pick this up. This literally has all of the Jason films in it, including the later one, the remake, which it's okay. It's got Derek Mears as Jason. I'm old school. For me, Kane Hodder's Jason. Part 7 was the very first one that I saw on TNT, Monster Vision, and just that was the look and the breathing and everything that he brought to that character. Kane Hodder nails it. And Kane Hodder portrayed Jason literally from part 7 to 8, 9, 10. Yes, there is this many. And he really owned the character. He was one of the first actors, you could say, that got into the role, loved it, and just embraced it. And really shows in his performance when you watch him. As later on, the other previous actors that would portray Jason, learn later on in their career that what a special thing that they were a part of. Although at the time may not have been too thrilled about doing the movie itself. So what's really cool about this box set, and I'll show you this, is I'm going to pull out a couple here, is for me, it's all about, let me see, which one am I going to grab here? I'm going to grab part 3. Some of the covers I don't want to show you because they're a little bit on the gory side. But See, this is the cover of the VHS that I recall, that I remembered seeing in the thing. The shower curtain, the knife coming out into the screen, 3D, part 3, 3D. Of course, a little trivia for you. This is actually the first time Jason gets his hockey mask in the iconic one on part 3. So that's the cool thing about this, is that they included the old original artwork. And of course, the artwork for part 7, the new blood with the buck knife right there, and a little bit of the blood on the there on the ground, and then the hockey mask with his nemesis there. So this is what's super cool about this box set, is that they did that. Of course, Jason Lives, the original artwork and everything there. So that's really cool. That's one of the things that I really like about it. The one that they did not include as the original artwork would be part 5. I believe it is. Yeah, part 5. I don't recall this artwork. The artwork I saw was a weird, different mask with the beams of red light coming out onto it, projecting out of it. So that's kind of strange that they didn't use it. But anyway, there it is. This is the box set. I wanted it, being it's Friday the 13th during the time of the production of the show. I just had to do this. I had to bring this out and present to you guys the show. Unfortunately, like I said, this show was really a heck of a ride to try to get done, and hopefully everything works out proper with it. So anyway, and I got my little ticket there from when I went with my really good buddy, one of my best friends out here. We went to go see the original Friday 13th on the big screen when they actually did it. So anyway, Halloween is abound. I'm so happy that October is near, which brings out stuff like this and makes me just absolutely thrilled. Anyway, I'm going to get out of here. Sorry for the short radio, but hopefully everything goes good with this camera. Everything looks good, and we'll continue on as usual until I can get another one.